Hey everybody, it's Steve with Sky194 and I appreciate you taking the time to visit and check out my video. And we are doing some highlights. I'm just going to show some highlights since I had some technical issues, I guess, with my stream this last weekend. So I'm going to show some highlights of the Pan Am race that we had at Oulton Park. And right off the get-go, it was about, I don't know, this field was only about half the size of what it usually is. And I think mainly because probably some people don't like Oulton Park. And also, I think the bigger reason was some people were running the 24 hours of Daytona and iRacing. So again, it was just, a mixture of the two. But yeah, the field was only about half the size of what it usually is. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to just go over some of the high points. Definitely at the end because it was pretty exciting with the last couple laps to go. So we'll definitely go over all that and dissect it and everything the last couple laps. And also I want to go over the setup at the end, definitely for all my console users. And of course I'll put a link to that setup in the description. And of course I'll have a link to my Discord, which has all my setups in the description also. So let's get started. Getting ready to start the race. Again, I started 5th. I'll turn on the HUD here in a little bit. Again, you got LF right there in the Iron Lynx Lamborghini, and right behind him you have KB, which I've raced a lot with. You got Jimmy back there. You can see him in the Aston Martin, which he had some issues. I guess he said the car was just ill handling. I got a good start, overall it was a pretty clean start, and again, this track is so dang bumpy. It especially in the Porsche, it'll just beat you to death. I guess especially me, because I have my force feedback's pretty heavy and everything. So it just beats my wrists up to death. Especially having the race earlier at Brands Hatch, which isn't the smoothest place either. Now in the beginning, I kind of go over this right here. I kind of dodge it because that bump, because the tires are still low and I'm not wanting to do damage. And you can see I'm all over this Lamborghini. Again, getting around here is a whole nother challenge. Getting around, trying to make a pass. And I did not want, especially in the first few laps, I didn't want to have some major damage or wreck and then cause a big wreck. So I'm trying to show some patience. And of course, I'm not really sure what everybody's pace is going to be. So I'm just kind of, hanging tight. But so far, I'm staying right with them. See, it's kind of spreading out a little bit, except for me right there, pretty much sticking right with the Lamborghini. I think KB down here has an issue going down to this turn. He runs wide or something, and we all start getting kind of, see the dirt. I think see, we're right there, so it gets kind of tough. And he hit the bump there. He hit the bump and it kind of messed him up, but I couldn't get around him, which I'll change. Like I said, I'll change views once in a while. And you see he didn't do too good through there either, which I'm trying to find a way around. They're definitely, I can tell that he's now, definitely running slower, but I can't get around. Of course, you got KB up there, so I'm trying not to, you got that where I don't want to cause a big wreck. And he said he was crossed up there. I got another run on him here, but now he comes back across. So I just can't get around him. He's just... I'm trying not to get frustrated, but I can see they're pulling away up front. They're pulling away. You see LF, he's up there. They're starting to pull away. And I know I can go faster, but I can't get around. Get the HUD up here. See, the time's a 1:36, so that's my first lap. I mean, I looked at that and I was like, 1:36. I mean, that's even for a first lap, that's pretty bad. So I was like, you know, I know that that's way slower than what I'm usually running. So I knew I was gonna have to do something. So again, I'm thinking about wanting to get around them, but also what can I do if I can't? Because again, I close right in on them and get it almost a run on them again, but just not enough to where I can get around. That time he did better through there, so I wasn't able to get a run on him through there. So at this point, I'm like, I'm just going to come in. So we got to do 2 pit stops. So I'm just going to come in because I already know that I'm losing bunches of time. So come in, do a pit stop, and I messed this up by a couple seconds because I stopped, but I forgot to hit the I didn't hit the ignition button. I hit some other button. So it cost me about 2 or 3 seconds. And then what I did is I went ahead and got 25 liters of fuel. Still wish the Porsche wouldn't bounce like that, but anyway, I got 25 liters of fuel, and then but didn't change tires. So that would, all I gotta do now is then get a normal load of fuel the next time and get tires. Now, again, a lot of guys had different, a lot of people had different kinds of strategies. A lot of guys got tires, some guys got in the beginning and then just like a little bit of fuel near the end, and just all kinds of different strategies. So there's a lot of things going on. Everybody's trying to do their own thing, so which makes it kind of interesting. Of course, now I'm all the way back to 14th, so I'm way in the back. But you can see I run right. Oh, that time I didn't, but we'll run it. We'll move it up to this next lap because I want to see what it does. I want to see what it does on a first full lap. So we can't count that last one because we're in the pits. But we'll watch this lap just to compare what I'm doing now compared to what I was doing behind the Lamborghini. Got really good balance of the car. And it's consistent pretty much through the fuel run. You know, really close, so it's really good. And you see this time, yep. It goes right over him. You don't even, it just gobbles the curb right up. Very balanced. And that's a 1:34.5. So see, you're talking a good 1.5 to 2 seconds a lap. I mean, I don't know what they were running. Let's click on him and see what his fast lap is now. Okay, so he went at 1:34.8. He's running 1:35.2. But see, we're slowing each other down probably with me behind him. He's running defensive and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So, I mean, he's still running, you know, a good, I don't know, probably a good 1/2 second to 3/4 of a second faster. But, you know, and then when we get together, we just start slowing each other down because I can't get around and he's being defensive and all that other kind of stuff. So, again, you know, it's that's just trying to play the game as far as being smart and trying to be able to run the pace that I need to run with as little traffic as possible, which is, you know, even with only 17 cars, this place can, you can get pretty crowded pretty quick. So we'll move up a little bit until we get into some traffic. You see, I'm gonna start passing. I think this guy in front of me has a problem. Yeah, he wrecked. You see the guy at Honda, the gray, he wrecked, so I got around him. And then coming up on Ruston here. Let's go up to the next lap, because I think that's when I'm getting ready to pass them. So I've run a 134.2. Last lap was a 134.8. Got up alongside Ruston, and he was nice enough to let me go, not fight it out. Now you can see Jimmy up here wrecked. You see that right there? He's getting right back on the track. A little bit of a run, but I was thinking about it, but I was like, I'm not gonna try to, dive bomb him. He ran wide there, so I was able to get on the inside. So made the pass. So again, we're slowly moving up. Again, see what it does going over this curb. Right over it. I mean, just easy. Real easy. So again, we'll move up a few more laps, see where we get up to. See, now I'm up to 9. I'm still up to 9th. See, everybody's starting to make some pit stops. You got LF back into 7th, and of course KB, and the Lamborghini Borowski. He's up there, and they're still up there together. So again, we'll come up to the pit stop. So now you see I'm all the way up to 3rd. So I'm up to 3rd. I'm ahead of KB, but I'm coming in for my pit stop. So again, KB has made 1 pit stop. I'm on my 2nd pit stop, so he's still got 1 more to do. So they're going to go around me. LF's up in 1st. I think I did a better pit stop this time. I didn't mess anything up as far as I know. I don't remember, but this was a regular full pit stop, fuel and tires. So about halfway, we're about the halfway spot, I think, or a little just past halfway. So I just figured that'd be good because now I got fresh tires to go, and it should have good fuel, so I can attack and race the way I want to. The KB's ahead of me. So see, he got ahead. So now I've dropped back to 5th. I don't think he's too far ahead though. Yeah, he's just went around there. So he's not a half a lap, but he's a third of a lap ahead. So again, a little ways to 4th place. And of course, LF is even farther than that. So again, it was, pretty much just running laps from here. So we're going to go ahead and get to the real good point and skip all the way up to where it's the couple laps to go. So we got about 3 laps. I'm going to go about 3 laps. We'll watch the last 3 laps. Now I'm up to 4th now. So you got KB in front of me. LF is in 2nd and Porta's leading the race. There's KB. But KB just went in the pit. So KB just went in there for his 2nd pit stop. He's just getting a splash and go. So that's going to move me up to 3rd. But LF is pretty far ahead of me. I mean, he's way up there. So at this time, I'm just going at a good pace. I mean, I don't really think anything's going on because I figured I was going to be going to 3rd, but that's it. Right over the curbs, no problems. But I see LF up there. You saw him up there, just flash of him. I see he's going really slow, so I didn't know what was going on, but I thought he ran out of fuel or something. But what he did is he blew both left side tires. And you can see coming up here, look at it, see the car, you can see the car, the left side of the car, both left tires are blown. So he's just struggling to get just to go down the road. So that's the reason, and you can see how jacked it is. So again, I mean, I don't know how old the tires were, or he might have been running real low pressure to where, you're going over the curbs and then finally you get a puncture. I mean, I don't know what the circumstance was, but I mean, you can see they are definitely blown. Now, I'm trying to get around, and I end up losing it getting around him and wrecking, but I just spun off the track. I try to get around him, and of course, then next thing I know, I'm out of position in those corners, and I just went off in the grass. So I spun it. Luckily, I didn't hit nothing. I mean, I wasn't anticipating him going that slow. So, I mean, again, he was just, I didn't know what was going on until I got up close to him. I could see something was wrong with the car. But again, no harm done. Just, got off on the left side's in the grass. So let's go back and take a look at what happened to him. Let's go look at LF. Okay, now here, we're going to go back here. Now you see he's fine here. Now watch what happens. Boom. And so again, going over those curb, hit the left side and just blew him right out. Blew both sides right out. Or I mean both left sides. Both the front, left rear. So now that's where he did it, running over that curb real hard. And you see it sparking and bottoming out and everything else, and he's just struggling to get back. So again, it doesn't happen that often, but it does and can happen in ACC. I mean, you can see he's sparking all over the place from grounding on the, bottoming out. And of course, and I end up, and see, he was banging all over the place. So again, I'm not sure what was happening until I got up close, and then I could tell he had blown tires. But I mean, just my mistake here. just, you know, a simple mistake. But basically then after that, it was basically he was going in the pits and we had 2 laps to go. And the last lap, and you can see I moved up to 2nd place. KB's in 4th. LF is back there in 6th. Fuel was perfect. Only had like 3 liters left, so that was dead on. So again, finished better than I thought I would. Starting in 5th and finishing in 2nd. So really happy with the outcome of the race. Again, I got some breaks my way. Take them when you can get them. Kind of hard luck with LF as far as him getting the blown tires, but again, things just happen. Even the 3rd would have been really good for me, really happy with that. So we'll come back here to Oulton Park and we will go over the setup. All right, back here at Oulton Park, so we can go over the setup. And we got 25.1 left front, 25.5 right front, 24.5 left rear, and 24.9 right rear. The toe is -0.2 on the front with the camber at -3.6 and the caster at 11. And the toe on the rear is a +0.05 with the camber at -3. I tried more aggressive on the alignment, but I didn't see it really gain any time. And I just like the feel of this better as far as the car reacting and the tire wear. So basically, really not much you can do really with this. Electronics 3, 2, and 1. You can go down to 0 on TC2 once, if you want to, but like for qualifying or for a short amount of time. But I kind of like it at with the number 1 TC, just kind of help you a little bit, especially as the tires wear. My fast lap was a 133.79, and that was in the race. So I mean, for me, that's pretty good. I think that's right near my personal best. So again, happy with that. Fuel 55 liters, number 1 brake pad. Mechanical number 1 on the anti-roll bar. Brake bias is 51, steering all the way down. Springs on the front are 146,000 with a bump stop rate of 1,000 and a bump stop range of 20. And on the rear, the springs are 199,500 with a bump stop rate of 500 and a bump stop range of 40. Anti-roll bar's 3 and the preload is 80. Here I've tried a lot of different spring packages and things like that, and this seemed to work good and over the bumps to where you could, it didn't upset the car to where you'd lose it. So, like you saw going over that one curb, the real tight curb there where LF blew his tires. I mean, it goes right through that and you don't even, it just gobbles that curb right up. So, I think it was really good. Shocks, you got 2177 on the front and 2176 on the rear. Aero got 53 in the front, 61 in the rear with a 12 wing and a 4 and a 4 and the brake ducts. And the front aero variation is a 5.5 to the positive. So again, I tried a lot of different things here, raising the car up, having a little bit more ground clearance, but it didn't seem to really help any. So again, I tried a lot of different things. I'm sure there's more in it, and things I could do, some other things I could try. There's always something to try. But, this was a pretty good setup as far as just overall, and I was still happy with the pace over the whole stint. I mean, I was still running, good lap times at the end. Again, of course, I wasn't really pushing super hard because I was kind of running by myself, and I was just wanting to, finish the race. So, but again, I still think it was at a decent pace. So again, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you try it, and I hope it works good for you. And I hope you give me a like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel. I really would appreciate it. And thank you to everybody, to all my supporters and all the people that have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. And of course, this comes out on Tuesday, so of course this is when the DLC will be coming out really soon. So again, very interesting for that. And of course, I'm sure I'll have some more content about that later in the week. and again, maybe stream or all kinds of stuff. So who knows? But again, I really appreciate you stopping in, and I hope you come back and visit again. Y'all take care. See ya.